How the Grinch Stole Christmas is one of those holiday movies you have on repeat every year. The film that we review every year to cheer ourselves up for the new year. What happened to them and where are they now? Let's find out. Subscribe to the channel, put a bell on all notifications, put likes, and we start. Jim Carrey as Grinch. Jim starred as the one and only Grinch in the 2000 film. Jim completely transformed into the iconic holiday character, spending 2 hours in the makeup chair at the start of the day, and 1 hour after filming was over. The Grinch remains one of Jim's most beloved roles. In the years after How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim starred in notable films like Bruce Almighty, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, and more. He recently starred in the hit film Sonic the Hedgehog in 2020. Jim returned to television for the Showtime series Kidding, which ran for 2 seasons. Jim was nominated for Best Actor, Television Series Musical or Comedy in 2019. Although Carrey did not deny the decision to leave the cinema, fortunately for fans, he made an exception for the Sonic film series. In 2024, the third part of the project, called Sonic 3 Inches, was presented to the public, where Jim played 2 roles at once. Even before the official release, there were hints about the filming of the next part. Few people know, but for many years Jim experienced sadness and apathy. The actor struggled with depression. That's how it happens. The person who amuses us, in fact, himself feels sad in his soul. Taylor Momsen as Cindy Lou Who was just 7 years old when she starred as Cindy Lou Who in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. She went on to appear in other films in the years after playing Cindy Lou, but her big break wouldn't come until 2007 when she was cast as Jenny Humphrey on Gossip Girl. Taylor ended up leaving the series after season 4 in 2011. That same year, Taylor announced she was quitting acting to focus on her music career. She did return for the Gossip Girl series finale in 2012. The former actress is currently the frontwoman for the rock band The Pretty Reckless. The band has released 4 studio albums, with the most recent, Death by Rock and Roll, released in February 2021. Josh Ryan Evans played a young Grinch during his school days. He was 18 when the film was released and stood 3 feet 2 inches tall due to achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism. Sadly, Josh Ryan Evans passed away in 2002 at just 20 during an operation for a congenital heart condition. Evans was praised for his role as Timmy Lennox in the soap opera Passions, with an episode being dedicated to him after he died. TJ Thine played Stu Lu Hu, Cindy Lou Who's older brother, in 2000's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. TJ Thine has established himself as an in-demand actor thanks in part to his role as Dr. Jack Hodgins on the hit Fox show, Bones. In addition to Bones, TJ has also appeared in The OC, Huff, CSI, Something's Gotta Give, and The Human Contract. TJ has several nieces and nephews but points out in his Instagram bio that he's single. Bill Irwin, Siny Lou's dad Lou, the postal worker who finally stands up to the mayor in the heartwarming finale. Irwin, who first stepped into La La Land 20 years before he was cast in The Grinch, has now gone on to other notable works. His interesting backstory includes a life with the circus, writes the Daily Star. He credited his remarkable and strong work ethic to the circus, but he decided to leave the industry to embark on his dream in showbiz. The dad of one starred in Lady in the Water alongside Bryce Dallas Howard and Paul Giamatti, Life on Marks and Law and Order. You may recognize him in Lights Out as Hal Brennan, The Good Wife as Fred Medcalf or Richard Balsall in Elementary. That's not all. Irwin voiced Tars in Interstellar and played Atticus Nevins in Sleepy Hollow, the TV show. He's also dabbled in podcasts, playing Jason Wingard in the Wolverine series in 2019. More recent works include The Dropout, The Gilded Age, Star Trek, Discovery and This Is Us. The California native has more than 100 credits on his bill, with one iconic role being Mr. Noodle in the Muppet and Elmo universe. Christine Baranski as Martha May Whovier. Christine starred as Martha May Whovier in the classic holiday film. Following How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Christine appeared in films like Chicago, A Bad Mom's Christmas, as well as Mamma Mia, and its sequel. Her most high-profile role has been playing Diane Lockhart. She played the character on The Good Wife from 2009 to 2016. She earned 6 Emmy nominations for her performance. She reprised the role of Diane in the Good Wife spin-off, The Good Fight, which has been renewed for a 5th season. Christine recently starred in the Netflix holiday film Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square and is also HBO series The Gilded Age. Christine is a mother of 2 children. Jeffrey Tambor played Mayor Augustus Mayhew, the Grinch's nemesis. His other notable roles include Tom Manning in the Hellboy movies and Sid Garner in the Hangover trilogy. Jeffrey starred in the Amazon Prime Video series Transparent as Maura Pfefferman, a divorced transgender woman. The actor won a Golden Globe and 2 Emmys for his performance. Following allegations of sexual misconduct, Jeffrey was fired from the show and did not return for its 5th season. The actor starred as George Bluth Sr. in the series Arrested Development. The show originally ran from 2003 to 2006. Netflix picked up the show for a 4th season in 2013. Jeffrey returned for the 5th season of Arrested Development in 2019 despite the allegations against him. Jeffrey married his wife Kasia Ostlin in 2001. They have 4 children together. Molly Shannon played Betty Lu Hu, Cindy Lu Hu's mom. Molly was already a famous comedian when she was cast in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. In the year after the holiday film was released, Molly left Saturday Night Live. Molly has starred in movies like Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, Private Life, and more. Molly has balanced both comedic and dramatic roles. She's also voiced the role of Wanda in the Hotel Transylvania film series and starred in the HBO comedy series Divorce, which ran for 3 seasons. This past year, she appeared in the HBO dramedy The White Lotus and Max Original The Other Two. The actress married Fritz Chestnut in 2004. They have 2 children together. Clint Howard as Whobris. Now, the cast member behind the mayor's right-hand man in The Grinch has an extensive list of credits himself. Making his TV debut on The Andy Griffith Show, Clint Howard went on to incredible roles, such as Cinderella Man and Frost, Nixon. The avid golfer's big brother Ryan, producer and director whose company brought us The Grinch, may have had a say in getting his little sibling a spot in the movie, or it didn't hurt in the casting process, at least. Now, Howard was also cast in The Cat in the Hat alongside Mike Myers. Fun with Dick and Jane will fellow Grinch cast member Jim Carrey in 2007's Halloween. After a small part in Night at the Museum 2, Howard also featured in an episode of Fringe. Mindy Sterling as Grinch's adoptive mother, the comedic actress, who got her big screen break in 1997's Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, plays one of the Grinch's adoptive mothers. She went on to secure small roles in shows like Friends, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, iCarly and Desperate Housewives. Bryce Dallas Howard, blink and you might miss the Jurassic World star in the background as one of the local Whoville residents. Her father, Ron Howard, directed the Christmas movie. Anthony Hopkins is the narrator, though his face is never shown. The Westworld actor helps move the plot along as the narrator of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This concludes the story about the characters of the Grinch movie. Now I will tell you some interesting facts about the Grinch movie. To recreate the cartoon image of the characters, special foam pads were invented, the process of applying which, of course, took time. So the makeup took more than 1,000 hours during the entire filming. 8.5 hours, to be exact. That's how much time it took to apply makeup to Carrie and put the costume on him for the very first time. Jack Nicholson and Eddie Murphy were the first on the list of contenders for it. It is clear why. Both are amazing comedy actors. Although now it is hard to believe that anyone other than Jim Carrey could become the Grinch. And the last interesting fact, many of the Grinch's lines are completely improvised. Many of the Grinch's actions and hilarious statements, which were quoted immediately after the premiere, were not actually written into the script. The actor invented them on the fly. Jim Carrey played the Grinch masterfully, despite all the accompanying problems. He was able to humanize this character with the help of facial expressions, gait and, of course, jokes. This video has come to an end. Subscribe to the channel and put a bell on all notifications. Put likes. Bye everyone.